After a supercell storm unexpectedly tears through our homestead, we are forced to regroup and move forward. Everything's gonna be all right.
Yep.
We just gotta rebuild it.
Yep.
We're grateful that we are all safe and the damage wasn't worse, but at the same time, there's a sense of frustration over the leap we've taken backwards, with structures needing to be rebuilt, trees down, and so much time lost.
70% chance we'll succeed. There's a 30% chance we hit that powerhouse.
While we work to rebuild what was lost on our farm, we are also in a push to rebuild the renovation house.
So I'm gonna have to put 3 LVLs stretching across the entire way from the span, because right now it's actually sags.
One way or another, we will get both properties pieced back together and we'll start moving forward again.
We'll give it a valiant effort to see if we can get it done. We'll try.
Is it really gonna be that easy, Josh?
We'll see. We'll give it our best shot, you know?
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
You got it. The hammer's heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's hard because I'm little.
I know, and that hammer is so big for somebody so little. There you go. Can we tug on it, see how tight it is?
Yeah.
Whoop, we gotta go.
We gotta go a lot more.
Yeah, let's keep going.
We got a long way to go.
Yeah, it's all right, girl. We'll get there. Keep working. You got it.
There you go.
There you go. Keep your eye. So it's been a little bit of a tough week. We were definitely dealt a blow from that storm that we weren't prepared for.
Nope.
We weren't expecting it, and it slammed us pretty good.
So that storm was the most significant storm that eastern West Virginia has faced since, like I said, 1998 tornado outbreak. So that's why we've long been preparing for a safe room in the bedroom wing of the house, which is also going to double up as a storm shelter. So the plan for it is, I think it's, how big is it? It's 27'1" in length, and it's 11'1" in width. It's going to have its own footer. It's going to be concrete walls that are 12 inches thick. It's also going to have a concrete ceiling also. So the entire thing is going to be a concrete box inside of our house. It's going to be nice. It will, but like I said, if we had that, that's where we would have been at when that storm came. Instead of running outside and going under the house, with something else happened, like a tree falling on somebody, while that entire thing happened, we went right to the back of the house to the safe room.
Yeah, I think we were pretty fortunate, though, to have the thick concrete walls that we have underneath the house. So we weren't underneath the deck. We were actually underneath the house in the corner of the foundation
under the
walls.
deck, yes.
Yeah, you have to enter it by going through the deck into the underside of the house. But this storm shelter is likely going to be the first part of the build for the bedroom wing that we focus on, getting that taken care of. But for today, we're focused on kind of like rebuilding and picking up the pieces of what was lost yesterday.
Oh, I found overnight.
They're still laying eggs even after all that?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive. You got a good group of girls, don't ya?
Yeah. They're still good. If their chicken coop is gone, it's still lay.
Good girls.
Yeah.
So we have a few trees down, you guys know. One here in the driveway we're taking care of now. We have one on the fence. That's not a big deal, but one we didn't notice that was coming down. It's actually the one right next to the powerhouse, was leaning right next to the powerhouse. So we gotta get that one down. That's the one that's actually a pretty big concern, because it actually goes over top of the powerhouse and over top of the driveway. So if the kids or animals are out there, that tree has a very high potential of falling on something or someone.
Cutie, right, Mama?
She sure is. She's gonna be happy to get out.
Come, girl.
Let's go, girl. Come help me get Dex. All right, come on, Dex. Come on, guy. We gotta go in the pen.
He's following.
Good.
He wants it.
He wants to leave.
Yeah.
Silly boy.
Yeah.
Come on, Dex.
Let's lock these cows up so they don't get out.
So the plan today is to kind of divide and conquer and get things resituated as best we can. The chickens are going to be let out of the chicken tractor because it's just too tight of a fit for them during the day. They're okay to sleep in there at night, but they just need more space during the day, so we're going to let them out. They can free range while we're outside working, and then we'll probably need to put them back into the chicken tractor to sleep safely tonight, just until we can get the coop repaired again. You have Ruth?
Yeah, I like her.
Let's see if we can see you. Yeah, she's a sweet girl. Ruth did just fine.
Yeah.
And the other hen that we had that we put in the brooder is doing fine as well.
Mom, she looks so good. She's so lucky she lived.
She did good.
Yeah.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
She's completely fine. You can take her back out?
Yep.
She's wiggling on you.
She's wiggling.
Yeah, she's completely back to
Oh,
herself.
she got her head.
She's okay.
Yeah.
We'll take her back out.
Yeah.
Let's go.
To her friends.
She's back out and completely normal, so
Yep.
everything's gonna be all right.
Yep.
We just gotta rebuild it.
Yep.
I got no idea what size it is. Bring the tray. Fortunately, there's no damage to the solar panels during the storm. These things are rated for like 125 mile/hour winds. We got between 80 and 90, depends on where we're at. We don't know exactly, but somewhere in that range. We had no issues. I was worried about the hail coming down. I've never seen that much hail and that big of hail in my entire life. But they're rated for hail also, and so it all worked out. And what we noticed when we came down to look at everything, we saw one of the panels actually peeking up like that, away from all the other panels. I got her now. Now she's in. Maybe when I tightened it up originally, that's what had to happen. The bottom piece didn't turn and lock it in place. So it was faulty on my end when I probably cranked that one down. It wasn't in there all the way. So what happens is, you have your channel like this, and you bring your bolt in there, and you twist your bolt, and it locks it in place, and you crank it down. I'm wondering if I didn't twist it all the way, and I tightened it down just enough to lock it in place, but it wasn't always twisted. When it was all that wind, it pulled it out.
That would explain why only one looks loose, because I've looked
Yeah.
at all the rest and it's only that one.
So that's installer error on my part, you know.
That's good news then.
It is great news, but I got something to blame. If you weren't so god darn good looking,
Oh my gosh.
you know what I mean? It wouldn't have happened.
You're such
Obviously,
a
I'm blowing you
ham.
up. So the issue, guys, is this tree right there. See that tree? It's snapped right there at the bottom, and he's kind of leaning right there. So we'll see. He's leaning against this tree right there, this big tree. I'm just hoping I can push that thing down with the tractor. I might not have enough oomph with my bucket to push it down. We might need to get an excavator to push it down. There's no really chopping that thing. It's actually getting held by that tree. So there's a likelihood that we're going to succeed in this, okay? 70% chance we'll succeed. There's a 30% chance we hit that powerhouse. So, be careful.
Good job! So I think it's only fair for us to tell you guys when we're feeling frustrated. And this is definitely one of those times.
Mm-hmm.
We're grateful, of course, that the storm didn't cause more damage and that everybody is safe. And at the same time, we're frustrated on another end because the damage that it did cause was enough to take us several steps backwards in a time where we really just need to be moving forward.
Yeah, so we have a lot of rebuilding here, getting everything fixed up, but we also need to be at the renovation house to rebuild stuff there because we're falling quickly behind schedule and it's not keeping up with pace, so Aaron and I need to go over there and get things moving ourselves.
So far at the renovation house, the majority of the siding has been removed, the roof has been jacked up and supported with new rafters, and both the lower and upper level windows and doors have been reframed. Okay, so the goal for the next couple of days is going to be getting this entire kitchen wall taken down behind us. We need to get it supported. So we've got some beams that need to go in. We need to build some faux walls to support having this wall taken down. And then we need to get the underside of the loft supported.
A lot of work needs to get done. So, to say the least. So I guess the plan is to get the electric pulled out of the wall.
Yes, that's first.
Build a faux wall to hold everything up while we demo this wall. Once that wall gets demoed out, we got to make a beam that goes across to support the entire floor. In order to make everything supported with this entire loft, because it's such a huge span, we need to do another beam across. We can't start anything this way until we get this entire thing in the bag 100%. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's a lot of work, not a big deal. We're handling it, and we're going to knock it out today.
Yes, he's very
I'm very confident. She's a little bit.
I'm at that point again where
I'm
seeing the big picture and he's like biting it off in chunks,
yes.
and I'm just like, oh my
She's
gosh.
eating an elephant in one bite, you know?
Yeah.
Come banging through the kitchen, babe. Rattle all the pots and pans. Girl, you're
What's that, girlfriend?
my favorite distraction.
Looks like we got a work cut for us.
We do.
Chuck would never approve of this electrical job.
No.
Just saying.
No, anybody would.
Come crashing to my window pane. Come start me in my cage. Oh, sparrow freedom, wake me from slumber. Remind
So we take a 2x, we'll lay it flat on the ground and put a post right there to screw it in to hold this portion in place.
Got it.
96 and a half. Yeah. So what we do, we're going to take him, we'll push him right directly underneath here to hold it in place. Then we get another one that's going to be longer, it's going to go from the floor. It's actually go up past him, and it's going to get screwed directly to the beam itself up top, just so it doesn't twist or comes out. You know what I mean? Lock it in place.
Oh my god.
Wrong side. Hold on. Here we go.
I was gonna say. Today's off to a good start.
Can you cut another one? I don't know. 98 inches. Let's go ahead and just cut it at 100. We'll slap it in there. We'll screw both the boards together. We'll screw it up top, and we'll take a couple screws in there just to hold it. We'll lock it in place. And we'll screw this down to this board. But we're not going to screw this board into the ground because we want to reuse that floor. You know what I mean? Alright, that's good. Let's go build that little faux wall right there so we can take this entire wall down. So the reason why we got to build a faux wall is you guys can see the way it's all framed. Half it comes out this way, then it starts to come across from the other side in. So if I look behind me, the back side's supported by the wall behind me, so that stuff's good. The issue is this, where it comes from this side, it comes over top right there, and it goes on top of that wall. And that what's holding these floor joists up is this wall right there. And you can see, you can look up the top, there's a beam right there that's coming across. What's holding that beam up is this wall. So we got to take this wall down, but by us taking this wall down, we got to build this faux wall this way to hold and support that entire thing up. And the one, I guess, column we just built, a post we put in, is holding up that beam from sagging down. So by us getting all these faux walls and posts up, we can take down this wall without that floor sagging down on us or collapsing on us. It's actually getting held in place so we can actually span the entire thing with a couple of LVLs. What are you doing over here? Oh my goodness, it's beautiful! I love the big flower right here. It looks like kind of a wind turbine, but it's a flower.
She's our new interior designer.
You're not taking this door off.
We're not?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's grab some more 2x6s and start cutting.
Was I supposed to supply my own ladder for work today?
Oh yeah, you guys forgot, huh? That's it, girl. We're supporting both sides. Now I'm sweating like a dog. Let's grab the 10-pound hammer and tear this out.
We had to build a wall up in order to tear a wall down.
It's hammer time!
Okay. You guys see what I'm dealing with here?
I have you here for you now.
Josh,
I know. I'm so sorry.
let's non-demo on the cabinets.
We'll have to get it, I promise. Hey, what?
Josh,
I'm sorry.
the cabinets. Oh my gosh, that's so You know, all we gotta do is put some AC in here, slap some paint on the walls, install the cabinets, and I think we're done.
Done.
Maybe you were right after all, Josh. It's not gonna take us all that long, right?
No, it's not.
Okay, so we have the kitchen wall all taken down and we built that faux wall to support the floor that is above it. That's just temporary, obviously. It's going to get removed once we can install the beam that's going to go from side to side, which is going to allow the entire kitchen to be opened. But before we do that, we need to build another faux wall here in the center that's going to support this loft. If you guys remember when we bought this house, the loft was not only sagging down, but it was like really bouncy. It was almost scary. If you were up there, it could bounce. So that needs to be supported with another beam that is going to go along the front of the loft and tie into the beam that is going this way on the kitchen. So we've got a little bit more work we can do until we can get the beams installed. But first things first, we're gonna get all of this lumber out of here.
So now we have these two in place. This one can come down. We'll put him over there towards the middle. last board in that temporary wall. That middle post right there, I'm actually gonna take that out now. So we had them in the center right there. The reason why they're gonna come out is because we're actually gonna have, I'm gonna have to put 3 LVLs stretching across the entire way from the span, because right now it's actually 2x6s and it sags. That's why we put the post in and got it up level. Now that's level, we have the wall behind it holding it up. So we're gonna take that post down, still gonna sit level, and we're gonna put 3 LVLs underneath there, bolt it all together, hold it in, and then once we get the LVLs there, those walls come down and it should stay level. So you still overwhelmed?
No, I feel better. It's one of those things where you get going and you chip away at it a little bit, and it's.
You know our plan has changed probably 5 or 6 times today.
Well, that's okay. You know.
We were gonna do it one way, decided not to do it that way, a different way. Then we started doing all this different stuff, and it was for the better though, I think.
Yeah, it'll be fine. That's the benefit of us doing it ourselves. We can make as many changes as we want.
But it's better. It's gonna be better.
Are you ready for dinner?
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
Let's go to dinner.
So we're gonna attempt to salvage what we have left of the chicken coop. We're gonna grab the walls and hang them up and try to put them back onto the base of the chicken tractor itself. It's not gonna be pretty, it's not gonna be like it was, but it's gonna be put together so it's a safe haven for the animals to go to at night, and so they have somewhere to stay at. We will reassess the different strategies so the thing doesn't blow over again, even though we don't anticipate having a storm like that ever happen again, because you don't get storms like that. It was wild. Maybe a system so we can strap it down or add weights to it, because the problem is it's big, it's tall, and it's not very heavy, and it pretty much acted like a sail and just toppled it over. So maybe more weights at the bottom so it's more top, so it's not nearly as top heavy. We'll reassess that entire thing, but for now we want to get the chickens back into their home and keep them safe, so we're going to try to put it back together the way we can. Set down, leave it, bring the bottom portions up, and kind of pick it up and twist it, and then put it up. We'll see.
If we can manage to get these sides back up and get the top on and just piece it back together so that everybody is safe tonight, it's gonna be a good day. It would be a really, really good feeling.